And we're live.
Woo!
Oh my.
Welcome everybody to the totally bi-weekly Never Missed a Day stream here on Defenders of Kobold. We are back with the Velaren Campaign, which it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Last time, a lot of stuff happened. You guys... did you guys do the this whole storming and freeing Jeremy from the dungeon? I forget if that was last session or the session before. But in recent events in the campaign, you guys had investigated a whole mafia thing that the CER is exploiting poor people to put them into school for magic means and then get them to work it off indefinitely. You rescued Jeremy out of that situation, returned him back to his home to find that it was being burned down by some thugs. You apprehended said thugs, swapped some souls around, and now you have a wizard in a hobo body and a elf in a human body that are members of your party.
Yeah.
And I think the next thing in your guys' agenda was smacking back at the CER for being shitty as they are. And you guys were going to hit one of their like main front stores, which was a magic shop. And for multiple reasons. One, because it's a magic shop, it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. And two, because Wizard in a Hobo Body man said that he would be much more useful to you guys if he were in a body better suited for his abilities. And you figured you'd probably find one of those at a magic shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially one being run by people that you don't all care too much for.
No.
Yeah.
I'm all about Robin. Robin's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grabbing from the bad debtors and, replacing them with someone else at the same time also maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who could be a bad
definitely
person, but they aren't right now.
Right.
It's totally
From
fine.
confirmed bad to not sure bad, but that's better, right?
Super better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where we pick up. So the last session ended right after the body swaps had happened. You guys, it was like late at night. You were going back, I think, to your taverns and bringing the people with you. So basically, it's a new day. You haven't started the heist or anything yet. So any preparing or anything that you want to get out of the way, you can do that now, and then just say like when you want to do it. If you want to do it at night, during the day, kind of plan the stake for it. And
What if
go
we're going to rob this shop? We probably ought to stake it out first.
Yeah.
I'd hate to.
At the very least, stake out the streets, get a good look at if there are any people patrolling the streets, perhaps.
Yeah. Find out what time the shopkeep shows up, what time he leaves, if there's any shipments coming in, any regulars visiting.
All right. And then how long do you plan on staking it out? Like a day to like a week? Like what's kind of your time frame that you're thinking of?
I don't know. What do you guys think? At least 2 or 3 days.
Yeah. I think the idea is to try and find, when they might be not terribly busy, because ideally we just go and swap this guy out towards like the close of business, and then help
should be good to go.
Liberate the store and then close it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Never come back.
All right. Yeah, so we'll say 3 days of stakeout. And you're wanting to learn the schedule and just get a general feel of the area and security.
I imagine that we'll not all do it at the same time exactly, and maybe we can kind of take
Right.
turns a little bit, so it's
Right.
not like suspicious that, hey, these people are just loitering around outside every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not in like a, uncommon place for people to be around a lot. It's in the middle of like the kind of market area of the town. So there's plenty of other shops and things in the surrounding areas. There's some little fruit markets. There's some armor outfitters. There's like a stable kind of closer towards the wall. There are all sorts of different shops and things in the area. There is a bakery to the left, and to the right, it's kind of like a general goods store. But the general goods store seems to be kind of like on its, like the owners seem pretty old. Every time like they come in and out, they look pretty old. It seems like they're not really, it's like the type of house that they live in. They're also running a shop out of it.
Yeah.
So they're not putting in the same effort as some of the other shops in the area. What you get out of and just immediately upon being in the area of the magic shop.
Nat, thanks for the raid there, lollygaggers.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, snap.
It had a name. What was the name of shop? It was Pinsley's magic shop.
Okay.
It's about to be our magic shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it's about to be Golok of Sulfus's magic shop.
There you
And then
go.
it might be a burned down magic shop after that. So it's not clear what happened to all the things inside.
Mm-hmm. All right. But yeah, you see it's relatively busy. But you see a few of the same faces going in and out each day. Then you guys are kind of keeping your schedules different. So from like, it's pretty easy to be in the area and not draw suspicion. So unless you're getting like really, really specific with certain details, I won't make you roll. But just being kind of in the general area to stake it out, you would know that they open and close every day, like on clock. It seems to be like the guy who's doing the opening and closing looks to be a wizard of, you can't really tell his age too well. He seems to always have his hood up. And he's very like brisk in how he moves throughout the town. Like he doesn't dilly-dally and hop into shops and things as he's going through. He just goes straight to the shop, straight to the door, opens it, goes inside.
Goes to work, works, goes home.
Yes, very, spends seemingly like the least amount of time outside of the shop as possible. And he always opens the shop right around 8 in the morning and always closes right around 7 at night.
I think we need to try and head in like towards the end of the day then, and maybe kind of waffle around with, try and price out some of our other magical items, lull them into a sense of security, and then look at this skull. It's pretty amazing.
There we go.
One thing that so going into the shop on the first day, when it opens, looks like as the morning's kind of working up, like this guy that opens the shop, obviously is always the first one in. And then pretty shortly after him, about half hour later, there's 2 workers that you assume that show up. They're both kind of wearing the same robes. They both appear to be gnomes, shorter height. And they always seem to show up around 15 to 30 minutes after open. And the first 2 days, shop opens up, 2 gnomes come in, and then people go in and out throughout the day. and they all leave at the same time at close. Second day, same thing. Third day, 3 gnomes leave the shop.
2 went in and 3 went out.
Yes.
Are they multiplying?
Well, the other shop we tangoed with, they had a secret hatch tunnel thing going through the sewers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd imagine we've got the same kind of thing coming up for them as well.
So we might have to be real considerate of the population in there.
Yeah. So, are we thinking we rob them right as they're closing? Wait for the dude to, almost leave? And then jump them?
I'm kind of wondering if we can, do like an easy transition sort of thing where maybe we need to tail the wizard guy home one time so we know exactly where he's going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Maybe we don't even do the swap in the store. Maybe we just do it somewhere else. And then just go open the store in the middle of the night, like totally normal people, and then clean them out then.
That's an even better idea.
Yeah.
He's got guards in the store every day. That's a mess that we're going to have to deal with, and I can't imagine we can knock them all out quietly during a busy day.
So, let's wait for him to leave, follow him home. I cast sleep on him. We do the face swap thing.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing the face swap thing?
To put our wizard into his wizard.
Oh, that's fantastic. Because then our wizard would have a wizardly body.
Yeah. And
That's
he
what
can
wants.
just go open the store and it would be totally normal.
I like it.
Maybe we can even just slowly empty the store out the next day. Or that night,
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like you're planning on trailing him home, jumping him at some way along the way.
It
Either
may
in
not even be
transit
that
or
first night,
Mhm.
We'll just see where he's going.
Scope him out a few nights, see what's going on. Okay. Yeah, I would say for someone to trail like a specific person that far through the city, like you can tell he doesn't live in the market district where it's pretty busy. Like he walks a ways. So it would definitely be some rolls to trail him like that.
Sure.
But we can do that.
Okay. Maybe I thief this.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Since I'm a really great thief, right?
Absolutely.
The best.
The best.
I'm trying to remember. Where's my experience on this sheet? We didn't level up last time, did we?
I didn't.
I don't remember what level you guys are at.
Got myself at 5,600 XP.
Check just to make sure I didn't level up.
Sounds about right.
Character classes.
What are we supposed to be at for XP?
Mine was at 5,600.
I am actually leveled up to 4.
Go you.
I'm a level 4 thief.
All right, well, level 4
Wow.
thief.
That
You are
means that my
sneaking for
skills
us.
Are almost useful, but not.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so nighttime comes around. This will be the 4th night because you had done 3 already. So 4th night comes. 2 gnomes leave. 1 wizard. Gnomes leave a different direction than he does, and he's just quickly, briskly off. Just as he comes in, he seems very like pointed and doesn't waste any time with anything else. So who all is going to be like tracking him? Is it just Dan?
Yeah, probably Dan goes and does the act of tracking.
Okay.
The rest of us kind of hang back and stay out of his way, maybe.
Okay. Just kind of like tracking Dan in a way,
Yeah.
like staying that distance back. Okay. Yeah, I'll say that's far enough back that you guys aren't really interfering with it, but Dan, we'll need to get a roll from you. Is that the move silently?
Okay.
That's a roll I make, isn't it?
I can roll it, or you can roll it, I think. Let me double check. I have a button for it, but let me open it up. You roll it, and Thief
But
will usually
you
believe
have
he or
a-
she is moving silently regardless of the die roll.
Okay.
So I assume.
And then what was your success number for that?
Anything under 40, I believe,
Okay.
which isn't that great.
It's not too terrible.
Thieves are great at climbing walls and pretty much bad at everything else.
All right. So you begin to trail him. And he seems to walk kind of along main roads. He doesn't really dip in between houses too much. So you're staying a ways behind him just to not seem too obvious. But it doesn't seem like he's noticed you. He hasn't turned or made any indication that he sees you.
Okay.
Keeping his brisk, like almost power jog on his way home.
He's mall walking.
Yeah. Absolutely. Still has his hood up and everything. You trail him for a while. He leaves the market district.
Are
He
the
hooks north.
gnomes with him, or are they?
No, they left a separate direction. And they walked kind of together for a bit, and then they split off on a street. So they seem to be in different places as well. But
Okay.
they went total opposite direction immediately from the shop.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, you follow him. He goes west out of the market section and then hooks north. Goes to not quite like the more expensive houses in the area, but there's kind of like this rim border of houses that are just starting to get into like that area. There's kind of more like a cluster like townhome or apartment type houses where there's like a bunch kind of combined. It looks like he's going towards a block of those. And you see that he goes up to a house that looks like there's 4 different people that live in it. All the lights are off in all of them. He just goes straight inside, closes the door.
Okay. Do we see any like lights turn on or anything like that? Does it seem like it's being lived in?
You stay there for a bit. A light turns on, and it's on for probably about 5-10 minutes, and then it goes out. And then this is like later at night, so there other houses around don't really have their lights on either at this time.
Okay. Just wondering if there's anything on the strangeness going on with him occupying the house or not. But
Not that you can tell from this far away. You're staying back far enough that you felt pretty confident that he didn't see you or notice
I might
you.
wait.
But you know
wait
where
for
he
everybody
went.
to catch up, and we'll confer a little bit.
Okay. Everyone does so. About another 5 minutes pass. You guys all eventually find Dan kind of perched on the other side of a building, peeking around the corner. He fills you in on where it's at.
So, what are we doing? We're sneaking in there and putting them to sleep?
We can either do that, or I had a different idea too, but probably less likely to succeed. Like try and see about making a sale to him, not in the shop. I got some suspicious items that I'd hate to have see broad daylight. See if he's interested in that. And then if that doesn't work, maybe then put him to sleep.
Or we knock on the door. He comes to the door. We say, hey, we're here to tell you the good word. Sleep.
Is that all it takes to cast sleep?
I mean, just cast a spell. I mean,
Maybe a combination of the two.
okay.
You're off somewhere casting sleep on him, and I'm trying to sell him something.
You're 4th level, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Does that mean I'm not covered by sleep?
You're immune to my sleep spell now.
Perfect. So the real concern is he's also 4th level or higher.
Then you have to stab him.
I'll just show him the skull.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So you hide and cast sleep, and I will attempt to wheel and deal
Okay,
till he falls asleep, or I fail.
let's do it.
And you all get to watch me die.
Yeah.
We'll drag you to the church.
We'll put your soul in the skull, and we'll find you an even better body.
All right. So I will
Okay.
go up to the
Yeah,
door.
so I think currently the old drunkard that you had originally in his body is in the skull.
Yeah.
So your plan is to prime the skull with Wizard Golik.
Yes. I
So,
think
yeah.
so.
Well,
The
if
drunkard
we,
gets to go back to being drunkard again, I think, was the idea.
was it? I
I
thought
mean,
we were gonna, because yeah, the drunkard,
we got to have somewhere to put the drunk to get the wizard back in, right?
the wizard's in the drunkard body,
Right.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
So we put
drunkard's
the
in
drunkard
skull.
back. Yeah, we put the drunkard back in the drunkard body, so the wizard's back in the skull. We put the wizard into this wizard's body. Then we have this wizard in the skull. Who the fuck cares how long he's there? We just keep him
I
in the
picture
skull.
you guys playing like the cup game. like
Yeah,
the
pretty
shells
much.
game.
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
don't we go
Oh, with
ahead
people.
and switch the drunkard back
I
into
think
his body now?
I thought we did that, but maybe we didn't.
You haven't explicitly done it yet,
But
but
let's do it right now.
we'll
like-
say like you've planned on it.
That works.
All right. Our wizard friend goes back in the skull,
Which I have.
Okay.
and the drunkard is now the drunkard again.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll just get him some liquor and tell him he was really drunk and probably had a bad drink.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd say something. So he is sort of conscious while he's in the skull form. He's been buried in the bag mostly. But yeah, you give him a bottle. He seems very confused and bewildered. And then he starts like feeling around his person, and he seems to be looking for something.
Yeah, what are you missing there, buddy?
It's like the paper they gave me, the contract. So I was going to get paid if I did the thing with the fire at the house.
Yeah. Yeah, that accidentally got burnt up. You did the thing, but yeah, you lost the paper.
But they gave you this
Okay.
liquor.
Yeah, I mean, you have
It takes
booze.
a swig of it. And is, oh, yeah. And then seems kind of upset by that. And just stumbles off into the night.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
I figured we were going to
All
have to
right.
kill him, but this is all right.
Yeah, that works.
I mean, you're all clearly more outfitted than he is. You
Yeah.
get the sense that this was just a random guy that they're like, hey, we need you to burn a house down. Here's some liquor and some money
And he's
on
like, sure.
completion.
I mean, that's how I
Yeah.
got my first job.
That's the impression you get of a lot of the people of like his quality that are employed by this group. Where
Yeah.
it's more just like contract worker, poor people, homeless. They're
Probably in the other order.
yeah,
Not actually contract people, just homeless.
right. Yeah. So yeah, he he's not like marked in the same way that a lot of the people of the CER are. Like he doesn't have armor or anything really identifying of them.
Oh,
Same
hey,
way.
I'll give him one of the pairs
Just
of
like a random
boots.
Okay.
Since
Yeah.
I've been stealing people's boots as we beat them up.
He's
So I'll give him
very
brand new
thankful for
nice
them.
boots.
All right. He's overjoyed about that and gives you like a pat on the shoulder and thanks you.
Here you
Skips
go,
off
bud.
into the night in his fancy new boots and a
Hey,
fresh
yeah,
bottle of liquor.
nice boots and a fresh
There we
bottle of
go.
liquor. What more could you ask
Yep.
for?
He's a happy camper.
Yeah.
It's a happy
Mhm.
camper.
All right.
All right. So yeah, you have the skull prepped. Go
All
look
right.
inside.
Do your thing, man.
I'll just kind of gently knock on the door to start with. You know,
Okay.
trying to come across as trying to be secretive.
So you walk up to the door, you knock a few times, and you don't hear anything at first, but then you hear like walking kind of slowly approaching the door, but it doesn't seem like it gets to the door. And a light comes on, and you hear a voice call out, "Who is it?"
Hey, you know, I know you're not at your shop today, but I got some special items that I was hoping to maybe have you look at that I don't really want seen at the shop.
Why are you not at the back door?
I'll go around.
So, then you hear those footsteps like go towards the other side, and on the back side of this are another set of doors. And you see one like this house kind of looks like it's split into four, and he's like in the bottom left from the front. So you see that there's a door that corresponds with that on the back.
Okay.
The rest of you see Dan moving around the backside of the house.
I want to at least move up along the side that he's traveling down in case some shenanigans
Same.
go down.
Okay.
Taking him around the back.
I'll definitely kind of, wave at them or something.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you each position yourselves on either end of this like alleyway that connects all the backs of these houses together. And Dan, you go up to the door and knock again.
Yeah.
After a moment, the door like partially slides open, and then you just barely see these two glinting eyes like in the seam of the door. It's like, I don't recognize you. Have we worked together before?
Sorry, I'm kind of new at this.
Who are you with?
We've got some logos from the CR, I think. So I'll just say, CR. I'll show them,
Okay.
kind of.
So
Yeah,
you like
play it
show
smooth.
one of those logos. I think you did have like armor that you were wearing from them.
Yeah,
At one
we've
point.
taken stuff from a variety of them. I know some of them I thought they had like a necklace sort of thing, or like.
They usually had like in their light armor, they had like almost like a leather stamp kind of put into the shoulder or the collarbone area. But yeah, so you show them that.
Yeah, and I am wearing
Like-
studded leather armor, so it might actually be one of theirs.
He seems a little confused. He's like, "You guys have never come to my home before, but it's better be important." And he opens the door a little bit more and kind of pokes his head through.
Well,
Like, where is it?
First, I'll start with I got two things for you. So first, I'll show them the Black Dagger.
And he's like, "I see why you didn't bring this to the shop."
Right?
Say hello to my little friend.
Like, it's like, I don't know if I should sell that at mine, but I can peddle it. And what about the other one?
All right, and then all right, hold on a second. This one's a little finicky. So, and then I'll take the skull and
Okay.
do the thing.
Give me what would be fun? Stand 1. You are. Yeah, give me a luck check.
Oh no, why did it have to be luck? Part of why I guess I should qualify this in case I didn't, if that's too late. Part of why I'm going slow is to try and feel it out while I open it up to make sure I have it pointing the right way. But
Okay.
I beat. So I think that's a pass.
Yeah, so do you have it lower than your score?
It's my score is 13.
Okay. Yeah, equal to or lower. That's fine. So, yeah. 13. So you pull it back and he seems to like, you see his eyes widen a little bit because you're like pulling it back and he sees the jawbone first. And you see like him start to process something. Like he's about to catch on that like I'm not usually supposed to look at skulls. Skulls usually have weird effects. So you see him like about to open his mouth and say something, and the same flash of light go through his eyes, and he kind of slumps down in the doorway. And you hear the same familiar, like slight hiss almost.
Got
The
Gotta
eyes wink
catch
out in the
'em
skull
all.
and flash back.
All right. I'll
I choose you, evil wizard.
cover it back up and we'll see if it's our friend or not.
Rollick, is that
All
you?
right. Cover it back up. And it's like, you gotta let me fall a little bit more gracefully as he picks himself up, like rubs his head.
Your name?
I'm Golik.
All right, just making
You're,
sure.
You're in
you
a
already?
a wizard's body now.
you like see him stretch his fingers and things a little bit. It's like, this feels much better. Almost at home.
Good.
Perfect.
Well, since we've got the door to this house open, why don't we do a little robbing while we're here?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and invite us in case somebody's looking real fast?
And yeah, he like sticks his head out and looks down the alleyways and sees all of you guys and kind of like beckons you all towards him. He holds the door
Yes,
open. You guys
master.
all pile inside.
All right, there's no way that this will go wrong.
I'm
Step
sure there are
one.
no booby traps in this house.
Step one, switch the wizard.
Step 2, find the liquor.
So you find this home is pretty plain. It's not very much in it. It's very small. It's like a single room that's just a long, like rectangular shape. Seems like the furniture and the way that the room is usually outfitted, you can tell there's like dark spots in the floor where the bed used to be and all that type of stuff. But it looks like he's kind of slimmed it down and has it very minimalist almost. And most of the space in this room has been set up for like tables and scrolls. He's just got paper everywhere. You don't see really any like metals or anything. Like you don't see anything like really glinty or expensive in the room with them, but you see paper and writing utensils everywhere.
Maybe he's been writing scroll or something. Would there be any of that fancy ink in here?
Yeah. So you look around and you pretty quickly find 2 vials of this fancy ink, 2 ink pots, ink wells.
Nice. I'll give one to Jake. Your character's named Jerome, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll toss one to Jerome and pocket the other. We're in business.
Yeah.
No, is there
Right.
any liquor in this house of any kind?
So you search through. You find a water skin, and you find about an eighth left of a liquor bottle in one of his cupboards.
Fantastic. Take the liquor bottle. What's in the water skin? Is there like wine in it or something?
You uncork it. You don't really smell anything. You assume it's water.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
I'll
might
take a
give
couple of
it-
swigs of that, but I'm not. I'll pocket the liquor. And now, next question: Is there any smoking tobacco anywhere?
You search and give me a luck check.
Ooh.
So you notice Golik's kind of like just
I fail.
seems to be feeling his new body out. You see him like flexing his arms and things. He's pulled back his hood, and you notice that he's an elf. He's got pointed ears, and his frame's a little bit more slender than it kind of looked from whatever. But you seem to kind of be hiding that before the previous occupant of that body seemed to be careful to not show his ears, just the way he was kind of using his hood and his hair. But
Hey,
Golik doesn't seem too concerned about that.
nice.
Just a reminder, you got to act like him at least for a little while here.
It's like, yeah, I don't really know how he acted.
I mean, he wore his hood up, and he seemed pretty, straight to it on things. Walked straight home, walked
I could
straight
probably
to
do
work,
that.
punctual. How he was in the store, God knows how that was, but
It's like starts nodding and taking in what you're saying. Okay, I think I can do that.
So are we going to just kind of hang out here for the evening now?
I mean, either that or we go and work over the magic shop,
I would,
or oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would be fine if we just wanted to go to the magic shop now. I mean, there shouldn't be anyone there. If we go during the day, there's a chance there'll be more eyes on it.
That's true.
Yeah.
We could go tonight, lock the door behind us, and just have our way with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume he interacts with the gnomes during the day or something, which, we don't know what that's going to be like.
Yeah, so let's ransack this place for keys.
All right.
Or-
So you look around and you do see that he's got like a small lockbox kind of by his bed, but it hasn't been closed yet. And you just see a single key ring.
Nice.
Yoink.
Yeah.
Wizard guy, do you see
And
anything
on it,
funny
it
in this
has
house?
4 keys.
Okay. You said he was like writing scrolls or something.
Yeah, you see like writings. Some of them are in languages that you don't like. You kind of recognize Elvish writing on some of them,
Yeah.
but I don't know if any of you in the party are elves and know
No.
Elvish. Okay, so yeah, I don't think any of you would know what he's written on them, but from your familiarity of what scrolls look like, a few of them look like partial scrolls that he hasn't finished yet, and then others just look like he's writing in Elvish. Like he has multiple types of paper. Some looks like it's for scrolls. Some looks like it's just for like journal entries and things.
Well, I'll go ahead and take them all. No good to me now, but maybe we could get them translated, or if we need to start a fire, it'd make pretty good kindling.
Yeah, absolutely. You're able to kind of pack it, and you see like as you start kind of gathering the papers, you see there's a few like leather binders that you'd be able to fit most of these paper
Cool.
into.
Yeah, I'll do
So
that.
You're able to pretty easily store it in a big leather binder.
Nice.
Excellent.
I'll go get like a sheet and some pillowcases, just some stuff that we can wrap all of our future stolen goodies in.
Absolutely.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
he's got the sheets on his bed. There's 2 pillows, so 2 pillowcases.
Do you kind of want
Um,
to give the adjacent walls and like the floor a quick search over just to make sure there's nothing funny?
Okay.
Secretive.
Yeah. Do a roll for that.
Yeah, I can do a check for that, Joe.
You
It's D6
Okay.
on a 1 or 2.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll it or you want you to roll it?
I roll it.
Okay.
Dan, you're searching like the walls and things.
I figured
and-
the wall that is adjoining to the other house parts,
Right.
just in case like they're using those and it's not obvious. And then the
Mhm.
other one would be the floor, just in case there's something under the rug, or maybe where he moved his bed is covering something,
Okay.
or underneath
Yeah.
where his bed seemed to have been before.
Mm-hmm. So you feel around the wall and you don't really notice anything. But Eddie, as you check, you find that there is a secret compartment in the wall right next to where this lockbox was sitting, like on the table beside the wall. Looks like he usually would put the keys in it, lock the lockbox, and then open this hidden compartment and put the lockbox in it. And inside of it, you see there's a coin purse that's got.
Ooh. What I
some
find in these
golds in
coin
it.
purse?
You find 40 gold pieces.
Fantastic. I will check this at my local banker, Dan, to keep track of.
All right. It's getting
And,
added to the pool.
Lament the fact that I find no more liquor, most likely.
Don't worry. We can get you.
Seems to be low.
We can get you
Yeah.
liquor.
For whatever reason, not finding liquor is upsetting to me, even though I'm sure we could buy liquor, which does not occur to me.
Free liquor's way better anyway.
This is hard to argue with.
I'm so
is
upset.
sockets
I
with you
take my
guys?
pipe out and start smoking some tobacco.
Somebody else's tobacco.
Yes, somebody
Question for
else's
you
tobacco
guys.
and pipe.
Yes.
Do you have sockets with you? The inventory guy that was in the other body.
Yeah, because we're trying to find an elf body for him.
Yes.
I hope
Oh,
he's
the
not
question is-
mad that we just stuck Golik into an elf body.
So
It's a
that's what I
wizard
was
body
about to mention.
specifically.
It's like, did you? It's like as you guys are kind of ransacking, it's like, hey, you didn't happen to see any other elves working at that shop, did you?
Did we?
There are a couple of gnomes every now and then, but
Don't
Sorry.
worry. We're still keeping in mind we actually didn't know
Yeah.
he was an elf.
We're still working on it.
Yeah.
We didn't know he was an elf.
We
Okay.
picked him because
And
he
no-
was a wizard.
Yeah. And
And
worst
then
case
Golek, you
scenario,
see, just kind of shrugs as
Yeah.
he's talking.
I'll point out worst case scenario, if we put Golik in a new body, we've got an elf body on standby
Yeah.
for him. So I
Yeah.
mean that's a good thing.
So, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe we get him into a better wizard later.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's on our radar. It's on my list of shit to do. Golik needs Sockets needs an elf body.
Mhm.
We got you.
It's like, oh, okay. I'll be patient.
Okay.
This one was indiscriminately a wizard. We didn't care
Mhm.
who or what kind. It just happened to be a
yeah.
wizard that we don't like.
Yep.
We started
And then
from-
as you're talking about it, Golek says like a decent one at that. He had potential. I don't know how well practiced he was though.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we come across a even better wizard at some point, we can always body swap you into that.
yeah, they may be less gullible to fall for the trick that we got this one with, but who knows?
As he's like looking at the papers when you're packing them up too, he's like, it's kind of weird. I feel like they're familiar in a way, but I don't know Elvish.
Muscle memory.
Oh, but maybe Sockets can tell us what some of this says.
Good
It's like,
point.
so, what some of what says?
I'll show Socket some of the letters. Like, can you read Elvish?
It's like, oh yeah. And then he just starts reading it and picks it up. He's like, yeah, these are well, not only can I read Elvish, but these are transaction ledgers. And most of these seem to be shipments in and out. It's coded, or he has his own weird way of notating things. It's not a way that I'm used to. But he's got his own words for everything.
Okay.
But
I'll tell you what, why don't you keep a hold of these for now, and in your spare time, you can work on seeing if you can translate it.
it's like, okay. And he seems pretty excited by that
Yeah.
fact, or by that opportunity to
Yeah.
read some Elvish.
Didn't even think about it. We're such bad friends.
That's fine. That also means I don't have to carry around that leather binder.
Yeah, no, he happily does. He
Yeah, I'm
thumbs
more of
through
a
it.
trapper keeper kind of gnome. So
Yeah. All right. And then, so one thing that Golek does too, he goes over to the corner. There seems to be like a staff in the corner of the room. It's more like a walking stick, I guess, but you see it like over in the corner, and you see like another jacket there, kind of by where his clothes are. He picks that up for a bit, and he starts tapping the ground with it, and then twirls in his hand. And he just says, one moment, I need to find something. And pounds the staff into the ground. This flash of light comes out the top of it. And you see as this light like hits him around his eyes, there seems to be like this kind of haze in front of him. You see his eyes just kind of rapidly going along.
At all.
And after a little bit, he starts chuckling and he's like, it's pretty nearby. What are the chances of that? There's my old book. It's in town.
We can recover that too.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, I used to, and I was expecting that to be more difficult. I don't know why it would be here. He seems confused by that.
It's here because fate.
He's like, yeah, but if we could recover that, that would definitely speed up my process of getting back up to who I was before.
Nice.
I hate to word it in this exact way, but at least I think priority is we've probably only got a limited time to have you pretend to be the shopkeep owner.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're doing that first.
Cool.
I'll need some more time. I didn't cast it as a very pointed spell. I expected it to be a much wider range. So I don't know exactly where in town it is, but I know it's in town. At a later time, I'll narrow that down some.
Cool.
Well, we've interacted with most people who deal with magic already, so we might have an idea.
Could be at that college library thing. That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's go rob a magic shop.
Let's go rob a magic shop.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys mosey on back. You know that it's probably one of these key rings. Like the days that he was opening the shop, you saw that he pulled out the same key ring, and that's what he used to unlock. All the keys look almost identical, especially at night. So, and then he also was pretty he's pretty quick about how he opened and closed the door. He wears robes, so you couldn't necessarily see without getting really close which key he was using.
Okay. Before we go, I meant to. Sorry, one more thing I should have said before we go. I wanted to look over the key ring and see if any of the keys have like a little more scoring or something on them that would suggest.
Yeah, for sure. I'd say without even much effort, you're able to see there's definitely one key that is significantly more worn.
Okay.
Kind of at first glance, no, but after studying it for a little bit, you can see like the metal finish on one of the keys is much more worn down. So you
So
guess
or
that one's been used more. Yeah.
Let's get to stealing.
The other three look pretty close to each other.
Okay. Let's get to Robin then.
All right. So you guys head back. You make it back to the shop.
Because
Here's
we'll
a
want
good
to
time
case it
for-
to make sure there's not a lot of people around real fast. But right.
Right. And you guys are at the bottom.
Okay, there we are.
And this map is courtesy of Afternoon Maps, a pretty neat mapper that I found that makes a lot of cool tile sets.
Nice. Pretty sharp looking little map.
Yeah, it is like almost exactly what I was picturing in my head when I was thinking of a magic shop. So
Cool.
I was pretty happy. I didn't have to make it. But yeah, so you all find yourselves outside of this magic shop. It's closed down. You don't see any lights on inside. Just how it was, as you left it.
Okay. And we'll probably try to keep it that way as much as we can.
Okay. All right. So Who's going first?
Well, after Golik unlocks it,
Mhm.
uh,
And you say it's for him to use the key that's more worn.
yeah,
I figure so.
Okay. So you instruct Golik to use the key that's more worn. He does his best imitation of briskly walking up as you instructed him earlier, and he fumbles with the keys for a little bit, more than what the previous owner of the body did, but he's still pretty quick about it. Gets the key in there, turns it a bit. Seems to struggle with the door for a little bit, but eventually you hear a click and door springs open. And as the door opens, there's like a row of lights of torches that seem to ignite as the door is opening.
well, I was gonna suggest that we go on without lights, but I guess we're a little,
Yeah, I'll head in and I'll start making sure that if there are any curtains, that they get drawn immediately.
All right.
Maybe we lock the door behind us as well. That might, and try and put the lights out.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So you guys walk all inside.
Yeah.
Move to where you would be once you get inside. And then, so you tell Golik to lock the door again?
Yeah.
Think so. I'm not willing to discount that there's probably traps in here either, so we'll probably want to be careful.
Mhm. Okay. So, you lock the door and the torches go out.
Nice.
And immediately upon door locks, you see like there's kind of like this row of torches. And it was really hard to see that from outside the shop and also at the time of day, but it looks like that seemed to be linked to the door being locked and unlocked. There's some sort of spell tied to it. But you notice there may have been another spell tied to the door being locked, because immediately upon these lights winking out, you see all of these red cracks in the floorboards light up, almost as if they're sigils.
Oh, buddy, you should unlock the door.
And as he unlocks the door again and the lights first kick on, you hear the groaning and screeching of what sounds like metal as several of these suits of armor in this room animate.
Oh,
I didn't vote for this. Oh, we're fucked.
Joe, where exactly did those red cracks in the floor show up?
There were 2 sigils in the doorway here and 1 sigil between each of these shelves and 1 sigil in front of each of these doors.
Oh my.
So, boop, boop, boop. Can you see these pings?
Yeah, I can see the
Mhm.
things.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, does it behoove us to lock the door again and hope that these things run into those sigils?
They're the sigils are probably what's powering them. I mean, we probably need to destroy the sigils. I don't know that we've
And
got
you do
time
not
to
see the
really
sigils
flesh-
still.
We can or can't.
Like lights are back on, but they're still animated.
Okay, yeah.
Who's that dude?
Oh, that was the wizard. That was going to be.
Now he's Golik. He's
If you
our
had
friend.
walked in, yeah, he is Golik.
He should, yeah. So he should be right by the door, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had him positioned as if you guys had walked in during the day. So I forgot he was
We
up there.
changed up our plans at the last minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's fine. I forgot I put him there.
And these
Yeah. No,
things
he's in your party.
are marching towards us
So-
aggressively.
So they are like in the process of stepping down from their poses because they were just posed as like armor typically is, but they've started to move and wrench, and they both They'll step out.
Assist from the wizard, maybe.
Norholland, go for their knees.
I mean, if we got like an action to take, I'll probably just try and damage the sigil that's right in front of me real quick. Like,
Well, when the torches came on, the sigils went away, right?
Sigils went out. Yes.
oh, okay. Well,
I'm gonna start trying to cast a spell. Is what I would want to do.
then
So,
I
yeah,
guess
I'll say this: the sigils went out. I mean, they were in pretty obvious places on the ground. Like you saw where they were. So if you do really want to carve at the ground, you could. But they don't seem to be active anymore.
Okay. Well, I'm the wizard, so
So there is a suit of armor here, suit of armor here, suit of armor here. There are suits of armor like on the tile map, but that's just where they started. That's not where they currently are.
okay. I'll probably just try and damage the suit armor right next to me instead then.
Okay. Let's do initiative to get that out of the way.
Because I'm bad at my job.
You guys get go lick.
We had one job.
Roll initiative, don't we? That's just a dexterity roll. It's been a while.
I
probably
think it was a D10. I want to say it was a D10. Is it?
1d6 is rolled for
1d6.
initiative for each character or monster, and it's
1d6.
modified by dexterity. Highest number goes first.
Okay. Jake.
That 6 is much nicer looking than that 1.
rolled a 1.
Oh,
Hey, you got a 7, Dan.
Modified by their dexterity.
I have an 18 in dexterity.
Nice.
Okay. Then Chuck, do you have any dexterity?
No.
Okay.
Chuck, does your character have any dexterity?
No. No for both. Oh, man.
3. And Golick gets a 3 as well.
Counting tiles for my spell, so ignore my green squares for now.
All right. Cool. All right, and then the suits of armor. Here. All right, Stan, your turn first.
All right. Well, this will be a real easy one here because I'm right in front of a suit of armor and I don't want to die.
All right.
So I'm just gonna.
What are these green cubes?
I'm counting up my web spell.
I am not going to hit.
Okay.
You don't know that. They're very slow.
Yeah, they've got more AC than 3.
I may hit, but it will not be effective. How
They're
about that?
slow and tanky.
Mhm. Yeah, you slice at it. It just seems to kind of ping off of it, but doesn't hurt.
All right. Well, good luck, everyone.
We're doomed.
After that goes to Jake.
Oh boy.
Take
I
his
think-
helmet.
Can't move with arrow keys. All right. I will move behind Eddie here.
All right.
And then I will fire a magic missile at the suit of armor that was beside me. How do I?
Are you a human, Jake? I can't
You gotta
remember.
open your.
Yeah.
This one.
So you're
Yeah, that
taller
one, yeah.
than me. So you're hiding
Yes.
behind a dwarf.
Yes, absolutely.
As you should.
Absolutely.
Get behind me, boyo.
Cast magic missile to deal 4 damage to it.
All right. 4 damage. Okay. All right. After Jake, it is suit of armor number 3, which is this one. And it's going to walk and squeak its way over and turn.
Right to Jake.
Oh no.
Cannot make it to Jake. Just
Oh, thank
one
God.
space away. You feel like it's about to, but it just isn't able to move anymore. They seem kind of slow, but they're
I hide
wielding
behind Eddie and I go,
large,
dang.
great swords. Yeah, pretty much. All right. After suit of armor number 3, it is Eddie.
I picked a very bad corner to be in.
Yeah, you did. All right. Well, I will step up to here.
You're abandoning
Okay.
me.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're between two of them, aren't you?
Damn.
Look, I've let
Okay, Gullick's there too.
we've let Jake die once already. We can't see what else he'll come back with if we revive him a second time.
Not unless we let him
Um,
die a second time.
I'll step here and attack him with my axe.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Ah,
Does not hit.
ugh, you're killing me. You're
Just
killing
kind
me.
of swing through like one of the gaps in its armor and just doesn't make contact. All right. After Eddie, it is Golik.
After Eddie, there's a string of dwarvish cursing coming out of him.
Yes, that too. Golik mentions that the door unlocked again, but he didn't hear the mechanism. So like he felt it turn, didn't hear the mechanism. Seems like the door is still sealed,
Okay.
but the lights turned back on.
We got bigger fish to fry, I think.
Yeah, with that, he will turn and will cast
And
a
will
spell.
Do
Teleport out
that
of here.
voodoo that you
Oh,
do so well.
Will
why don't you do that voodoo that you do?
He has.
Oh crap, 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 and a crap cracker. Safe.
Oh, I was looking at cleric spells. I don't see the spell in this
Watch
list.
sounds again.
He has.
What spell are you looking for? Because I happen to have the book up.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Yes.
Please let the handle of my axe be made out of wood.
I mean, they're made out of metal,
Sap.
so there's a good chance we're fine.
Mhm.
Maybe. Lightning bolt.
Where is that?
Spell
spell?
releases a powerful stroke of electrical energy that deals 1d6 points of electricity damage per caster level to each creature within its area. Save versus spell for half damage is allowed. Extends at fingertips and starts at fingertips and extends to the range given. You can limit the
Okay.
range of the spell, but the minimum range is 60 feet. 5 foot wide. It passes through an area 5 foot wide, arcing and jumping.
So he is going to cast Lightning bolt.
He is going
And
to
it's-
become the Senate.
And he arcs it like this. It hits 2.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
In sort of the drawing. They change the it goes like sort of that pattern.
Good effects, Jay.
Yes. And deals 1d6 points of electricity per caster level. Okay. So he deals
1 million damage.
per caster level. Both suits of armor explode.
Oh.
And are
Wow. I'm alive.
Yeah.
now just this one remains.
I brush some shrapnel off my shoulders and go, I loosened him up for you.
I assume I've got like the hair standing out or something.
Yeah, please tell me that Dan has a fro now.
Yeah.
It's just Don
No,
King
yeah,
chilling out
you
in the
definitely like you feel this insane burst of just energy pass by you. Each of you do. And you see like as they're struck by it, they're just turned into white, like molten metal for a bit before they're
I
into
accidentally deleted Jake's token.
Oh no!
I can copy it. It's in
All
his
right.
Jake's.
Back to the church.
Jake died anyways.
Which one was Jake's?
I got it. There we go.
Jake's the one with the big ears, remember? Right? Was it big ears?
Yeah, big
Yeah.
ears.
There you go. I'll delete this one. There you go. Yeah, so now there's just one. My cat is attacking you. But yeah, you see like as the bolts passing through them, they just start melting, and then as the spell ends, they explode. So
So Jake and I turned to
see
look
a
at
large
each other.
smirk on his face. He's seems to be quite excited about the body he's in.
Very pleased with what he's
We
been able
did
to
good,
do.
right? We did good.
He's like, absolutely. Yeah.
So
This-
Jake and I'll turn around and look at Jake. My beard has like scrunched up and become super fluffy, and I'm imagining his hair is all like singed and standing on end.
I'll just
Bits
give
of
him a
metal.
thumbs up, like hell yeah, we got
splintered
a
on
winner.
you.
Hell yeah, that was metal.
One thing also, I guess, so with this exploding into shrapnel, you would notice as bits of the metal shrapnel out from where I was standing and start hitting the shelves, there's all sorts of these crackling sparks and things as it like hits the shelf and then bounces off.
Magically protected.
It's just
shelves.
this one. And it will step down. The closest person it sees is Golik. We'll take a swing at him. If it rolled a nat one.
Nice.
So
Don't kill
If
our
that
new-
suit
there's
of
that.
armor, if that suit of armor could shit itself, it would have done it already.
Swings up with both
Yeah,
arms and only
practically.
one comes back down.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah, it like lifts up and its arm just kind of gets stuck. It's not oiled. Yeah. So does not attack. It does not hit. After that, it goes to Chuck.
Finally, I cast web. And I
Okay.
cast it right where that green box is. I actually read through the spell. When I cast web, I get 8 10 by 10 boxes that I can put in any arrangement that I want.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to make one right where that dude's at. That way I don't hit anyone else. And it needs to make me a save versus death ray.
Save versus death ray. Okay. And it rolled also very poorly on that.
Good.
So if it fails the save, what's the DC on it?
It's save
Or
versus...
wait, actually,
yeah.
it's based on whatever it is.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It's
Yeah,
entangled, can't move or perform any physical actions. If it's
For how long?
Until the spell ends. So 2 turns per level. I'm level 3, so 6 turns.
Okay. It is completely stuck.
If it's got a strength of 13 or more than 4 hit die, it can try on each of its turns to repeat that save. But if its strength is less than 13, or if it's less than 4 hit die, it can't, and it's just stuck there until my spell ends.
Okay. Yeah, it seems stuck, but it hasn't had its turn yet. So after Chuck loops around to Dan, you see
Right.
a webbed
I'm gonna
suit of
kind
armor.
of move away from him a little bit
Mhm.
since I'm not that brave. And I'm gonna just shoot at him so I don't have to deal with the web.
Okay.
I also get a much better attack bonus if I shoot at him with my bow. Yeah, 14.
All right. That hits.
Hooray!
You ping into it with your bow. Roll for damage.
Like me
Pew.
for 60.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I think this is the one that already took damage, wasn't it?
I don't think any of them have taken damage.
Yeah, I gave it 4 damage
4
earlier.
damage.
Okay, nice.
Yep. Yeah. That's exactly enough to kill it.
Hooray!
Arrow to the codpiece.
To have 10 health. Not in quite such a spectacular fashion. This suit of armor seems to unanimate and is now just stuck in webs.
Perfect.
But you can tell it goes limp and doesn't seem like it's struggling anymore to get free. Almost like this light from it kind of goes out. But it's
All
still intact.
Well, I think our goal here is to try and get as much cool stuff out of here as humanly possible.
What mind the shelves? I believe they're electrified.
Yeah, we can.
Yes. So you say that, and you did see that there seemed to be some effect of like when things hit it, like as shrapnel landed on this shelf. You saw some interaction with it.
Okay.
Maybe we can ask Golik if he's got any ideas about this.
Just use our wooden pole.
Mhm.
Just knock stuff off the shelf that we want and catch it before it hits the floor.
So Golik says that so I guess assume there's some sort of like abjuration, protective magic all over the whole shop. I feel like mechanically I opened the door, but I'm unable to open it. Like it's some force keeping it shut.
Maybe I'll go over those sigils and just kind of.
All right. You start trying to carve into it. And the wood seems very, very resistant to you carving it. So,
How resistant is it to an axe?
do you swing your axe at it?
Well, I mean, wedge it into the ground and drag it along it. It's a little bit heavier and, bigger
Does
than a
not
knife.
seem to break into the wood. And then just
Hmm.
kind of drags along the surface.
All right. I need a sharper axe.
Yes.
Let's try that Black
That is-
Dagger.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, just on the off chance, since it's got some magical properties to it, I think.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. You draw that dagger and you start etching, and it feels like normal wood as you're etching at it.
Oh, nice.
And so you scratch away. You know that you've scratched where the sigil was, at least this position by the door or wherever you're at. Yeah, you feel like you've cut into the wood.
Okay. I'll just kind of go and try and hit the spots. If I got to be like really extra generous with the floor, maybe I'll just kind of go
Sure.
and try and
So you
hit
do so. You
the 2 and the 3 and then the 2 at the top.
all right. You do so. You've spent about probably 10 minutes going through like just thoroughly scratching each spot. and you feel like each one's kind of etched out.
Okay. Does it look any different, Golik?
He's like, well, I can't see it, but I imagine if you touch it, it doesn't feel good.
Let's see if we can find something else metal and just throw it at one of the shelves again.
Yeah, like a
And,
piece of the shrapnel or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's plenty of like little pieces of armor, and so you pick one up and you toss it at the shelf, and it seems like it doesn't hit on the shelf. There's like something that stops it before it makes contact with the shelf, and it pings off of it and sparks.
Crap, we're not smart enough to rob the magic store.
Well, have we tried knocking something off the shelf with a pole?
Well, we can try.
Yeah,
I don't know if
let's.
we're gonna be able to reach it.
Yeah,
So you go to poke at it with the pole. Same kind of force hits it. It seems to not be as aggressive against the wood as it was against the metal, but it kind of like sparks, and you see it kind of like arcing into the wood a little bit. But you're not able to get through this force barrier.
We got to find some way to take this down. Try one of the other keys, maybe.
yeah,
It's like, where do you want me to try it?
in the door.
Maybe the front door. Yeah.
All right. And he holds up, there's three. It's like, which of the three?
Number 2.
Always the left.
Oh,
And you see him like fidgeting with the door. Fidgets for a while. He's like, this key doesn't seem to be the right size for the door.
all right. Try the next one.
Slides the next one, tries it, doesn't go in. And he tries the third one. It's like, none of these 3 keys, they all seem to be about the same size, but none of them seem to fit in this door.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll check some of these doors, or maybe behind the counter. Maybe there's some
Yeah.
other place to use these keys.
Yeah.
All right. So you hop over the counter. Where do you cross over the counter?
Well, I was gonna check these. These are doors back here, right?
Oh, these doors. Yeah, they are.
I was gonna start with the doors first, because if the shelves are all goofed up, I'm hesitant to touch the counter.
Mhm. Yeah. So you try the door. It seems to be locked. But you feel like budge. So it seems to be like mechanically locked.
Okay, so there's no keyhole on them.
There is underneath
Okay.
each of the handles.
Oh, maybe we'll try one of those other keys on it.
Okay. He moves up and he fumbles with the key ring. He tries each of those 3. It doesn't seem to open any of them.
Try and use the regular key.
He fits it in the lock and it goes inside. He's like, you want me to turn it?
I don't know what else to do.
Clicks. And door opens.
And inside is our new pony.
Revealing.
Inside is a
Hanging from
room
hooks,
full of
smoked,
shelves of armor.
delicately tender.
So you see, whereas this outward part seems to have a kind of a random assortment of lots of items. Like you see potions and things, and you see armors, potions, and weapons kind of towards the right side, and you see more scrolls and books and tomes and parchments towards the left. This room seems to be pretty much only parchments. Seems to be only like writing utensils. You see lots of bindings for books. It looks like this is where they create spell books.
Okay. Is this a door or a window at the back here?
That is a set of double doors.
Okay, double doors. Are these doing anything? These stationary?
They are not, but they look to be the exact same type of suits of armor that you saw before.
We should disassemble
those. You do see this bright, almost like purple glow coming from the seams of this door. Like it's like a set of double doors, and you see these like bright purple light emanating, and it seems to be like almost pulsing a little bit.
That's always good.
Do we want to check this other door first, maybe?
Yeah.
Sure. Goes up, tries the first key. Same thing happens. Unlocks. Healing. A hallway. And so this has a bunch of random items. It kind of looks to be like the extra stock that you see of this main room. You see like a shelf that has a bunch of daggers and smaller things on it. See another shelf that has some books, and another shelf that looks like it has rings and amulets in that.
Can I try and
just
poke
try
at
and-
those with the staff?
So you poke at it, same force barrier seems to be there.
Okay. All right. Is
Get
there
outta here
anything
with
funky
no
going
magic
on with that
items.
door in the back?
Looks almost exactly like this door here.
Okay. With the doesn't have the weird glowing.
Does not have any purple outline to it.
Okay.
It's just these doors. These doors kind of looked different than the other ones. They looked much more ornate, and like more solid, darker wood.
Hesitant
And
to go in them yet.
all the other ones kind of look just more like normal doors that you'd expect in these style of houses.
Well, let's check out them doors.
All right. Puts his key in, does the same thing, fiddles with it a little bit, and it unlocks. Revealing. There we go. So you see, looks to be a storage room of some kind. You see like lots of crates and boxes, and there's like a little closet that seems to be closed off. Another door to the south, and then a set of double doors leading out. These seem to be like exterior
Okay.
doors. You've imagined those are the doors that lead out the back of the shop.
The door going south. Anything fancy with it?
Nope, looks to be like a less reinforced door, and it looks pretty similar to the one that you saw on the other side of the counter in the front room.
Let's open that up.
I think so.
All right. Go to open that one. And
Dearest wizard friend of ours named Gulick, if you're a wizard
oops.
and you trapped your magic shot, how would you undo it?
You asking him about like undoing magic traps?
Yeah. More just kind of
so-
hand, but
So you crack a joke about it and says, well, I feel like these keys are tied to it in some way. The type of metal that are used in them is one that doesn't interrupt the flow of magics. They're pretty expensive keys if you just melted these down. So I imagine they are some point. There's probably something somewhere that they fit into.
Good to know for later. Meltdown keys.
Yeah, it's like these are, they've got a bit of a finish on it, so you don't really notice it. But I could tell by the way that it was able to cause a trigger in the front room. They've got something unique about them. But yeah, then you open this door, and it looks to be like kind of a hybrid between a kitchen and a potion lab. So like you see a little tiny, like in the corner here, there's a small station set up for brewing potions. Seems to be like longer use ones that have been sitting there for a while. And then the rest of it looks like at one time it had been all used for brewing potions in this room, but they've kind of turned it into a kitchen. So you see like plates and some food and stuff. kind of all over the place.
Yeah, let's ditch that and go for that door behind the counter.
Okay. You go for the door behind the counter. Goes up to it and looking at it for a little bit. He's like, "There's no lock on this door."
We got funny ways to open doors if we need to. Does it push or pull?
He's like, "It looks like it pushes."
Let's
Just
push it
try
with the
and-
stick.
Or from this way, it looks like it would pull. Sorry.
Okay, then we'll try and put a grappling hook on it or something, and then
Okay. So go to pull it and it opens. As you're pulling on it, there's like a flash of light almost right as the door passes the threshold
Yeah.
inside. And that flash of light quickly winks out.
okay. Well, I either screwed something up or we did a good job.
Only one way to find out.
Walk forward with 10-foot pole in the hand.
All right.
Bravely.
Walk forward, tapping around. So as you tap around with the 10-foot pole, nothing happens until you get within like a few inches of any of the surfaces on the counter, and you get that same like shocking barrier. It's trying to arc into the wood of the pole. It's singeing it a little bit, but not enough to completely damage it.
Okay. I just want to be really careful and see if I can look around back here for somewhere that these keys might go. Under the counter or, behind the counter.
You see right here, there's like a big metal lockbox that looks like it's got a keyhole in the center of it.
Okay. I'll have him come in and see if he's got an eye for detail here.
He looks at it for a little bit. It's like, well, this looks to be that same type of metal. So I bet these keys line up with it. He looks at the four. He's like, which one do you think it is?
Let's see. Does it look like it's gonna be one of those three or the regular one?
And he's like, maybe the regular one? I'm not sure.
Give it a go.
There's not really a good way to discern the three.
Assuming
Oh.
the regular one's the first one, let's do the third one from that. Third of
Okay. He goes and he turns it. Nothing happens.
All right. Well, I guessed wrong then. Let's try the first one of those three.
Right. He goes to put in the first one, and you see a spark jump out, and it singes his hand, and he swears profanities at it and drops it.
Okay. That was the regular key or the first of the three?
That was the regular key.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I meant the first of the three keys.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, same thing happens though.
I'll take this one then. I'll do the third of the three then.
Okay. The third of the three. Yep. So same thing. You go like touch it and it shocks at your hand.
So the second key is the only one that seems to go in here.
You try the
of
second
three?
key again, it shocks your hand.
Oh, okay. So maybe we goofed this one up too, or we did it right. I'm not sure.
So none of the keys work.
They don't work now.
One of the keys turned, and then every other attempt to turn it seemed to shock you.
Okay, we'll try the key that turned again.
We did that. It shocked
Shocked
us.
again.
Can we poke stuff on the counter now?
No electricity.
Yes,
Oh.
it's stealing time.
Aha!
So it seems now that this like lockbox has that same barrier on it, but the rest of the barriers seem to have gone away.
Delightful. Now we don't know what's in this lockbox, but we can figure that out.
We can figure that out later. I'm going straight over here because that looks like it's weapons.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you guys get on looting.
What weapons do I find?
It's time to steal.
It is time to steal for sure. So, as you guys loot, you find, I'll just read out the total of things in the shop. They're not determined, but there's pools of each type of item. So 2d8 potions, 2d10 scrolls, 2d4 rings, 1d6 wands, staves, or rods, 2d6 miscellaneous
slow down
items.
there, bud. Slow down.
6 of magical item and 1d6 of magic weapons. So it's one of each of the categories at least. So what do you want to start with?
Top of the
Weapons.
list.
Okay, we'll do weapons first because that is what Eddie went to first. And then we'll go down the list from there. So 1d6. Give me a d6 there, Eddie.
2.
2. You find 2 usable magic weapons. Now, give me 2d percentile. $41 and a 35. So you find those are boring. What's a quarrel?
You want me to roll again?
What is a quarrel? Is that crossbow ammo?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I'll just roll the closest to what, because you rolled both ammo types.
Oh.
And I don't do the enchantments on the arrows. I do them on the so I'll say the closest to what you rolled would be a longbow and a dagger.
Oh, good.
Then give me 2 more D percentile rolls. Okay. So the longbow, we'll have to go back to that. So the dagger is a +2 magic dagger.
Nice.
The longbow, you rolled a roll again plus special ability. So on the special abilities, where's that?
I am putting these in our.
Roll a d20 for me, Eddie.
Oh, so am I.
Oh, do you want me to cancel out?
Just hit save. We'll see what we got.
It is a okay, and then roll another D percentile. We'll see what else happens. 4.
Did you save yours?
I did. Are you still in it?
I'm out.
Okay. If you want to keep keeping notes, then that's fine.
Roll me a 1d6. 4. Okay. So you got a longbow of locate objects. That is a +1 against regenerators.
Gotta go fight some trolls.
Yep. Anything that does like massive amounts of healing.
What was it of again? Sorry.
Locate objects.
Okay, objects. What an odd spell to have on a longbow.
Yeah.
This arrow.
So you can use it as like a spell
ass.
effect.
So if I knock an arrow in this thing and just say locate asshole and then let fly.
It might do that.
In this party,
Unlock
there's so many
taint.
options.
Bang.
Oh no.
How literal is it?
It might just.
It's
bang
probably
back
just
into your
the
face.
spell of like I think what it means is that you get the spell locate objects as
while in
like,
possession of it.
while in possession of it. Yeah.
I
So you
gotcha,
can
okay.
you can cast it as like a wand almost
Gotcha.
for that, or you can.
Yeah, it's almost like a spell slot loaded into the
yes.
thing.
Yeah, it's more of that.
Gotcha. +1 against regenerators. Okay. Well, I have barely better than middling dexterity, so I'm going to guess dexterity is the primary thing for it, or is it strength?
It's a +1 in general. It's a +1 magic bow, but it's a +2 versus regenerators. Sorry.
Okay.
That's what the comma means.
I will update that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
So it's
cool.
always a +1 longbow.
And for ranged weapons, it's dexterity in this system as well, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So
Yes.
somebody with very high dexterity, please use this.
Unfortunately, that is me.
Yes. Well, then you should take the longbow.
I know, but I also want the dagger because thieving, dagger,
Yeah.
backstab.
What was the dagger again? It's just a +2.
It's just
+2 dagger.
Well, I guess I'll hold on to the longbow for now then.
But
Unless somebody else wants to
we can
use it.
suss it
Yeah.
out later.
Yeah.
All right.
I do have a little bit better dexterity, but not great.
So next up, there's potions. Who's rooting through the potion pile?
It could be maybe at the end of this, somebody has more of one thing than another.
Yeah.
I can start rooting through potions if no one else wants to. I mean, we're gonna get through the entire list and then divvy out
Yeah,
after.
it's just basically I'm asking who
We
wants
just
to roll
roll
the
dice.
random
Yeah,
percentages.
I'll roll some dice.
So
I figure we each
Okay.
get a turn at that.
2d8.
1 and a 7, 8.
Okay,
Perfectly
8
average.
total. Roll me 8d percentile.
8
Oh my gosh.
D percentile. Gosh, I'm gonna have to type that in. Okay. 6,
So
76. I
you
want 2
get-
6s.
I'll just start typing them in chat.
Yeah. And then Dan
You
can
get
transpose
2
them.
clairvoyance. Actually, was that set as GM or did you get? Can you guys read that?
I can see it.
I saw it, yeah.
We can see it.
Okay, cool. 76 is ability.
Ooh.
The 18 is a
What?
So one thing, this whole magic shop was not balanced if you brought Golik in with you.
What's that?
The magic shop was balanced as if Golik was not with you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We broke your shit.
Yes, a little bit. But that's
Potion of
okay.
control human.
Okay.
Uh,
Ooh, invulnerability.
Uh,
Stick that on you, Eddie, and send you into the fray.
On what? Which
Yeah.
one?
There's a potion of invulnerability.
I know. I'm going to be a fucking juggernaut.
Yeah.
Just going to be
Kool-Aid
maniacal
man through
laughing
entire
and
people.
rage-filled eyes. Just, oh, yeah.
you guys might have enough outfitted for what I have in store for the end of the campaign.
It's going to be disgusting and horrific, me bursting through someone's chest cavity.
20 is
I expect
control.
Doom music to start to play.
That's when the Doom music kicks in. Just angry veteran
All right.
dwarf.
Who wants to root through the scrolls?
Ooh, scrolls.
I feel like
We'll do you, Jake.
expert.
Roll me
Reading.
2d10.
Reading is for people who don't have an eighth of a bottle of liquor to sip on.
A 7 and a 10.
Roll me 17d percentile.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Such. I guess it would make
It's a
sense.
magic
Yes,
shop.
lots of scrolls. You know.
Yeah, it's a really boring magic shop for dwarves with only 2 magic weapons.
Yeah. Well, so there is magic, rings, wand, stabs, rods, miscellaneous items, and armor coming up. So
Armor. Ooh.
There's more chances.
the
here.
scrolls are going to take forever because you rolled 17 of them. So we'll do that off stream.
Okay.
That sounds like a plan. Yes.
Yeah, because
just gotta
now
write a
the
note
D
for it.
percentile determines the range of spells to roll again.
Oh, God.
So
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
that'll take forever. So we'll do.
I'm taking notes.
Who's looking through the rings?
I feel like I'll look through the rings. I'm just typing
Okay,
out these
roll me
numbers real quick
2d4.
in case we need them for later.
Sure.
All right, let's see how bad I can do with this. Pretty bad.
3. Okay, roll me 3d percentile. $13. Hey, another control plant. And then 79 is a spell turning.
Are these all
28.
rings?
Yeah.
Yeah. Delusion. Who's rooting through the wands, staves, and rods?
After I
Wanna
get
take-
done with the one thing, I can look through those.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
Just one.
Dang.
Roll me a d percentile. $24. And wand of paralyzation.
Oh, shit.
That can be useful. Then who wants to do the miscellaneous bin?
The lost and found.
I'll do it if
Yes.
nobody else wants to.
Yeah.
All right.
Just gonna let
Go,
Eddie
Dan,
do
go.
the
Do
armor.
2d6.
I usually enjoy miscellaneous things. So
That is true.
how many d6?
2.
2d6.
All right.
Dan just like throws out there before he
6.
even looks in it.
Give me a
Everything here is
60
mine.
percentile.
Yeah, that's the idea. Is everything in this bin is all mine. I need all of the shenanigans humanly possible.
A slinky of non-stretching.
Bag of
Now the next fun thing's going to be calculating how much experience you guys get because it's based on loot.
Oh my god.
Bag of
could be
devouring.
a significant amount.
Broom of
I'm probably-
flying.
I'm going to cap it at some point.
Sure.
I'm going to see how much it is.
Helm of Teleportation.
Oh my god. That was,
Imagine
Don't
how many
all
crotches I
necessarily
could
do what they did,
smash.
but-
Woven
but-
boots.
Imagine how many crotches I could smash with a helm of teleportation.
Teleporting my helm
Six.
right into your nuts.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport my axe right into your nuts.
First time I'm gonna swan dive off of this building and teleport my momentum right into you.
And a bag of holding.
holding.
Nice.
Okay.
Ooh, that will help us steal stuff.
Yeah.
And
put all of our scrolls
wants
in
to,
there.
I imagine Eddie would be looking through the armors too.
I'll look
Yes.
through the armors.
So give me a d6.
1d6?
Yep.
Oh man. 3.
3. For the armors, give me 3d percentile. You find what is this? Okay. You find chainmail, a shield, and plate mail.
Nice.
Roll me 3 more D percentile.
Feel like our fighter just got equipped.
Yeah. stick that Helm of Teleportation, the plate mail. Just
Yeah.
pop you behind
Maybe-
enemy lines.
Maybe even the shield and just have at it.
There you
So
go.
that is
You become invulnerable, teleport 50 feet straight in the air, and just
Oh my
smash
gosh,
it.
just cannonball.
Belly flop.
Yeah.
so
Put me in the catapult, boyo.
the
Did that
chainmail.
dwarf just smash through the castle wall? Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna
The
turn you.
chainmail is a +2.
What is he covered in? I
And
think those are the
Both
guards.
the shield and the plate mail are. Actually, no. The shield is +1 and the plate mail is +3.
Oh shit.
Wow, my God.
Plate
Be a
mail
fucking
plus
tank.
3.
Good God.
What's the AC
All right.
on that plate mail then?
So plate mail would be. Is plate mail? Plate mail provides armor class of 20, I believe, if it's +3.
Because scale mail is 16. Is it 17 for plate?
Hold on 1 second. Let me see.
Yeah, plate mail is a base AC of 17.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that'd be 20.
So your AC is now 20
Goodness.
plus dexterity.
Plus or minus. Yeah.
Plus the shield is is what, +1?
A shield is
Shield?
+1.
And a
On
shield
its own.
naturally gives 1. So it's
Plus
a
2.
plus
So your
1
AC is
plus
22.
2.
What's your dexterity
20
modifier?
23 because I have a dexterity modifier of 1.
Good God. You're going to be untouchable.
I am
I
become
will hide
death.
behind you forever.
People are going to be like, just like, oh God, that thing moves. I thought it was just a pile of stuff.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna tentatively put your name on the end of some of these items here.
Okay, yeah. Plate mail and shield for sure. And if the helm, I don't know, how does the helm work, Joe?
Seems to be
Please tell me it
Here
has
in a
horns.
second. There's one mechanic I need to look up here real quick.
I don't think helmets actually give any
don't
kind
think they
of
give
bonus.
AC.
I will literally just strap the helmet of teleportation to the top of my normal helmet.
It's a bicycle helmet.
My hat has a hat.
So,
Your argument is
uh,
invalid.
Eddie,
Yes.
so you have the shield and the plate mail?
Yes.
Okay. So
Oh,
put on the plate mail, 20 AC. Put on the shield, 18 AC. It's cursed. And you're unable to remove it from your arm.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not carrying it. I'm just trying to ask about what like the stats are for it. So I haven't put any of this stuff on yet.
Hmm.
I'm just like laying claim to it. Like, this is mine. So
yeah.
I
I do want
guess-
to probably clear up one thing because the idea is we're probably just gonna throw this all in the bag of holding, except for the bag
Okay.
of fire.
well, exactly. Yeah. Cause we got to haul it all out of here as well. I imagine what we're probably going to want to do is once we find stuff, we're going to have Golik go through it and try and identify it for us.
I thought you were putting it on.
Sorry,
Oh
you're
God. No, I'm excited, but I'm not that excited.
Okay.
Sorry, we got ahead with our plotting.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, there's that.
That's a little unfair of us.
That's fine. So, guys are rooting through all your stuff here, getting your spoils. when about when you're probably still like flicking through the scrolls, you hear this like low drone kind of raise from the back of the shop, and you hear two flashes and sound pretty muffled.
Should get out of here.
Wait, is there any smoking tobacco?
Any smoking tobacco? Give me a luck check.
That's a pass.
You find some smoking tobacco in the back room. There's a stash of it in the corner next to one of the crates.
Fantastic. How much do I find?
You find just like a small bag of it.
Like a little pouch.
Yeah. Looks like what someone would have like had on them reasonably during the break.
Fantastic. More tobacco.
Figure just as we're finding things, we'll be just putting things in the bag of holding.
Yeah, stuff just goes in the bag. Well, except for the tobacco. I'm keeping the tobacco.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything else, let's just shove it in the bag of holding and keep her moving.
Let's see. The Helm of Teleportation gives you 3 casts of teleport.
Like 3 and then it's burn out forever, or 3 and like it
Per day.
recharges? Per day. Gotcha.
Teleport is the spell instantly transports the caster to a designated destination, maybe as distant as 100 miles per caster level.
Wow.
I have 0 caster levels.
Yes.
Oh, I guess it just means the level of the person wearing it.
Per caster
Or is it
level.
actual caster level? Okay.
I think it's per caster level.
Does that just mean the person who is casting it is the caster?
Right. Caster must be in contact with objects. Willing. Caster must have some clear idea of the location.
We can hash this out later. This is all.
We'll hash this out later.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's caster level because it just says.
Yeah, it doesn't say per level. It says per caster level.
Right.
Right.
It's not per level of caster.
Yeah, I would assume that means that I don't get any benefit.
3 times per day, exactly as if he or she had cast the spell of the same name. Gotcha. So
it probably gives me access to the base spell, but I don't get any benefit from my level because I'm not a caster.
I don't know if you can cast it at all.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because you don't have any caster levels. So it would be as if because it's 100 miles per caster level. Your caster level is 0.
Sounds like something for Jake then.
Yeah.
Might be.
Well, good. That means I can hide behind Eddie.
But
run away.
It says you can bring people with you.
Ooh,
oh,
that's
hell
handy.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, Jake, you are now my Uber.
Absolutely. I will drop you 600 feet from the air.
Oh, God.
Just watch you kill everyone.
All
like
right.
A cartoon anvil.
So, that's pretty much the thing. But that's as you guys are like rooting through things, you hear those 2 loud flashes and seem to come from the back of the shop.
That's when we scurry like rats.
All right. You guys start making your way to the doors, and you hear the doors from the back of the shop burst open.
We were all in the back of the shop, weren't we? We were all back here.
It depends.
I thought you guys were like up here.
We were in the shop.
I mean, I started up front. Yeah. Are we still up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, let's
that's
just
where
head
pretty
for
much
the-
all this stuff is.
Let's book it for the front door.
Yeah, let's just go.
Yep. So as you guys are leaving, you would hear these doors burst open. And Golik would say, that sounds like a transportation circle. Or a teleportation circle. Sorry.
Oh no. Let's
And that's when
teleport.
we haul acid out of here.
And then you hear boots and the sound of that screeching metal.
Hmm.
Similar to the-
You should. we
I
should
hope
run.
that those guys trip that trap. I hope those suits of armor are going after the guys who just teleported in.
And
That would be
then
lovely.
you guys are able to make it out on the street. Now, we'll do a runaway check. So are you guys like sticking together, scattering? What's going on?
Say stick
You
together.
get like getting out. Okay. Any particular way or direction that you're planning on running?
How many people? Well, how many people
To the
can,
shopkeep's house.
Yeah, to the shopkeep's house. There you go. Well, that may not be the best idea.
I would say
either.
let's head out of town towards the burnt down farm.
There you go.
Good idea. Good idea.
All right, start running that way. Give me, whoever wants to, a speed. Only thieves have that. Need to refresh myself with skills. Whoever wants to roll it, give me 2 luck checks.
Yeah.
Anyone feeling lucky?
Does anybody
Uh,
have a good luck score?
I have
Next.
a luck score.
Mine's 11, so I'm right middle.
Mine's
of the road.
12. So,
Better than mine.
Mine's
All right.
13.
Dan's
ooh,
rolling it.
nope, you go
Sounds
for it.
like Dan's the man.
1 success. And 2 successes. I was
Fantastic.
Okay.
gonna offer to roll it anyways because I figure as our thief, I would probably be
Yeah.
losing or something anyways.
That's fine. Yep. So you guys make it out to the farm. And don't seem to be followed. With your big old sack of loot.
Yeah.
So upon getting to the farm, Golik would say he very much wants to get his book back down. That's like his next key thing. He'd say, like, I feel my new body, my new form is much farther along than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting to have to recoup more of my abilities through restoration and other sorts of spells, but I'm farther along in that than I was expecting. So still need my book if I'm going to be 100%, but I feel about 65% of the way there.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, you seem pretty capable. So
And then we'll be on to locating my apprentice.
yes. Ben.
That bastard.
Plus, we're like super decked out to help now too.
If he's still alive, you'll need it.
Yeah.
That's kind of terrifying.
And I'm almost sure he is. I'm not searching for him until I'm at my full strength, because he will know when I do. And I want to be sure I'm ready for that.
Cool.
That
Good for
is-
that. I mean, we need to get stronger too, so
Hopefully, with so many scrolls, we will be able to do
Yeah.
things.
fill out our spell books. It also reminds me, now that you're, in a magic body knowing things, you should totally teach us some spells.
So he says, once I get my book, I'll definitely be able to copy out of it.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to learn from there. And you guys, I'll say you're able to recoup like what items you don't want into gold. And probably the way that we'll carry out that is the item, like the gold that's spent to recoup your spells. He knows what spells are in his book, so you'll be able to get a list. So basically, we'll figure out how much of the loot you want to convert to just raw gold to burn for the spell conversion, and then the rest is what you get as experience.
Okay.
We'll do it that way.
Cool.
Yeah, I got a ways
Yeah.
to go before I hit level 4. So
We definitely need to keep that bag of devouring, though.
Could be fun.
Yes.
Got to get rid of bodies somehow.
Yep.
Yeah.
bag goes on head, head goes away.
Okay.
If ever we get done with that creepy skull, we could just be like, in you go.
You have become too hungry.
Yes.
Dangerous
that-
for us.
Bag appears to be an ordinary sack. Protection for magical properties makes it seem as if it were a bag of holding. And in fact, it performs exactly like one when first used. However, all items placed within disappear forever 1d6 plus 6 turns later. I could have been an asshole and said you guys found 2 bags of holding.
You could have. Honestly,
If I had known what if I had
yeah.
known what a bag of devouring was.
I appreciate that you didn't. That would have been the ultimate defeat.
Like one of them looks all old and beat up, and one of them looks pristine, brand new. Which one do you want to use?
We should really be careful and mark one of them.
Yeah. They do look identical.
We'll mark the bad one with a smiley face.
But you guys
There
know
you
which
go.
which.
Definitely draw a smiley face on the one that is hungry.
Yes.
You just write a chicken leg on it.
Mhm.
Hungry bag, get heads. Nom,
Up
nom, nom,
to
nom.
500 pounds of weight and 70 cubic feet of volume inside of the bag of holding.
Oh man.
We can carry so much gubbins. We should gather a
Bag of
bunch of stuff
holding
to
weighs
cash out.
1/10 as much as the total objects held within. So that's different.
Yeah.
Still a 50-pound bag, not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not nearly as strong as they are in 5e. So it opens up bigger, but the bag can be ruptured from inside or outside.
Ooh.
Even like if you put something too sharp in there. So I'm just going to say it's like the normal rules of a bag. Like I'm not going to make you guys, if you're careful about how you store sharp things in there, I'm not going to say it is ever going to rupture. But that is a thing that can happen.
Cool.
We should put
So-
our skulls in the bag. And we can just pull
Yeah.
a skull out at random. Go, oh, sorry, wrong skull. Reach in, grab the other skull. Jesus Christ, how many of those do
Yeah.
you have in there?
That's how we're going
Too many.
Just the 2. Or are you talking about the other bag? The other bag's full of them.
So, I think we should sell that longbow.
Possibly.
I've already gone through and edited and flagged some things I think we should sell.
Object. Locate object might be actually really useful for you guys right now.
It could.
I mean, at very least, we could let him use it to find his book before we, assuming he can't do it himself.
I think he can do it himself. It
Yeah.
could be useful.
That's true. He probably does have that spell. It's only
Well, I mean, we've
it's only
got a
magic
couple of
user
people.
too. So yeah, he has.
We got a couple of people that have decent decks. So
I have a +3.
That's pretty good.
And that bow's also got a +1 normally.
Spell allows the caster to sense the direction of a well-known or clearly visualized object. He or she can search for general items, in which case the nearest of its kind is located. The caster cannot specify a unique item unless he or she has observed that particular item firsthand, not through divination.
Oh, please, magic bow, where is Fred?
Spell is blocked by even a thin sheet of lead or gold.
Those darn people in their Faraday cages.
Witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
So if that object was in that little magical vault, we probably couldn't find it.
Yeah. Spell enables the caster to see into another area. Okay. Well, yeah. So we're right at 12. You guys made it back. We'll do some tallying of experience once I calculate maths. We can do all that before next Friday. And we'll get started on the next arc. So it's going to be you acquiring the location of book, acquiring book, acquiring location of apprentice, identity of apprentice, and
Something
will
apprentice.
unravel from there.
Cool.
Good. We've got stuff.
So thanks for everyone that's tuned in. It was a lot of fun finally getting back to the game. You guys made short work of the defenses of the shop. But that's okay.
Yeah. What is today? Technically, it's Saturday. So 1 p.m. on Saturday, come back for Forbidden Lands. Sunday, we're supposed to have Ghosts of Saltmarsh, but I don't know if Alex will be ready. No, Sunday, we don't have anything this Sunday.
Not this Sunday.
Not this Sunday. Nothing Sunday. So yeah, come back next Wednesday for more Pathfinder.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And then next Friday for this,
There we go.
as we are weekly down.
Very cool. All right.
Yep,
Anything
yep, yep.
else?
I don't think so.
All right. Later.
Have a good
Good
night.
night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.